April showers brought us another muddy hut, but that's okay. We're gonna be using the Equinox 800 again today. We've actually been to this site with the MX Sport twice. This is where I found that 1852 trime, and I also found a general service eagle button here at this site, amongst a bunch of other things. It's really windy, so I can't move my camera around today. I'm sorry, we'll have to wait until we get some better days for that. The sun is supposed to come out at some point, and it's maybe gonna hit 52 degrees. Right now it's 41 and windy, and as you can tell, I got a big jacket on trying to keep myself warm. It's not a pleasant morning. So, but it is a pleasant morning because we're out here metal detecting. I'm really excited to get back on this Equinox and just try it out on this site. This site is an absolute iron matrix nightmare. So let's see what we can find. Let's go ahead and choose our program. Since this is a really dense matrix of iron out here, I'm gonna run in Park 1. Let's go ahead and do our noise cancel, raise it off the ground, hit our accept reject button. I'm gonna hold down the settings button and turn on that little bar underneath of the recovery speed to get into iron bias. I'm now gonna go give it a little bit of iron bias, like right at 2. I'm gonna go into target tones. I'm using 50 right now, but a lot of people have suggested using like 5. So let's just try that out today. I'm on 50, so I'm gonna hit my down arrow to go to 5. I'm rejecting from -9 to 0. So let's get ground balanced. Let's find a clean spot. I'm in pinpoint right now, and I don't have any targets right here, so it's a nice clean spot. I'm now gonna go into ground balance here and settings. I'm gonna hold down the accept reject button and pump it. You can see the numbers changing. All right, sounds like it's good and balanced. So now we're set and ready to go. There's targets all over the place. The one we're after is right there. Looks like a 12, 13. Let's try it out. Somewhere right there. Here's our target. It's pretty small. I'm gonna hit it with a toothbrush and clean it up so we can take a look at it. Well, here's our find. It kind of looks like a little mini skeleton keyhole going in there. This might be the plate off of a lock of some kind. It could also be like something that slid over a post and pulled down, which is like a piece of a suspender clip. Either way, it's a pretty neat find. Target right there. Target right there. One right there. Great big one over here. But we're after this one right here. It's reading pretty high, 20, 23. There's all kinds of stuff going on, but I think that's it. Oh, look, there it is, right there on top. See it pop out? And we got this big, thick button. Doesn't have a whole lot on it. Let me try to block some of the wind. It says London, maybe Trouble Guilt. I don't know. I'll clean it up when we get to the house, but still, it's awesome find. Let's keep moving. I switched to field 1, sensitivity 19. I have a recovery speed on 5, so it's pretty much the same. -9 to 0 is discriminated out, and we're gonna hunt on this for a little bit. All right, first target on field 1. Got a 16, 17, right about there, 17. Looks like it's about 6 inches deep. I had Sand Boy from Brazil tell me that every one of those little clicks over there is 2 inches. So let's get it out of there. Looks like I flipped it way over here. Can't tell if it's a button. Yeah, it's a button. It's concave on the back, so this is a little different kind of button. It has a great big either solder mark or a different type of shank design. So you can see there, it's kind of raised up. And then this side, I can't tell if there's stuff going on that or not. It's somewhat interesting. Not all that deep, so I'm gonna raise the coil up just to get one beep. Looks like an 18. It's reading an 18 to 21. It's like right here, and it's in here. Yeah, I dug that, and my camera fell. And then I dug that one, and I've just been messing around. But anyway, I think what we were originally after is in here. So let's go after it. Nothing. All right, let's check that pile. I gotta move the camera back though. I dropped everything right here beside my machine. It's in there. Well, at least it's still in some dirt. Peel it out of there. Here's our find. It is there. Appears to be a button again. All kinds of buttons. Looks like the shank's still on it. Just no flat button again. There's one real close to the surface again. Right about there. Looks like it's still in the hole. It's reading a 13 still. Here's a target. Not sure yet. Looks like a different type of metal. It's not a button at least. Let me clean on it. Here's our find. Trying to hold on to it. I snapped this little piece off, so I wasn't gentle enough, but you can see it was a clip of some sort. You know, went on to something. Not sure what that is. Maybe clothing, suspender clip, I'm not sure. But still, cool find. I was talking to somebody the other day about surface finds, and see it right there at the tip of my finger. This is gonna be a good one. Does hit good, 30, 32. I'm gonna take you down there, even though you're still on the stand, just so you can see it as it's found, so that we'll be a little jumpy. But you can see it laying there. Pick it up. To be the first time touched in a very long time. And man, it's just laying on top, bright green. Isn't that awesome? It's in good shape too. I can see the Liberty. Might as well bring it up here. Let me set the camera up. So, do you actually need a metal detector to find cool finds? No, I don't think so, because I find all kinds of these laying on top. They're like arrowheads, I guess. So we can't see it real good right now on the date. Let's just flip it over, take a look at it. This one seems to be in just immaculate condition. So here's our coin, rubbed on it just a little bit there. You can see the date, it's 1836. So laying out in this field is this lard cent, 1836. Been out here since the day it was dropped. Let's just say it was, I don't know, 1850. Been here ever since. House is gone, everybody else has moved away and gone. 3, 4 generations later, still here. It's pretty awesome. Well, let's keep looking, see what we can find. Sure makes a racket. I have a 19 here. Right there. It's 19, 20, 24. Sometimes a 28, who knows? Let's just dig it more and get whatever it is out of there. Oh, that looks like a spoon. It was big and flat. Thought it was a coin, but it's not. It is a pewter spoon or end of a fork or some kind of thing. Being that we're out by the road again, it's like that way, 20 feet. This is probably a pop can, but let's see what it is. Double beep, so it's not that deep or it's big. 18, 19. You can hear it's pretty good size in the pinpoint. It's in here. Oh, there it is. Well, at least I can identify those now. 18, 19, beer can. All right, let's keep going. I'm gonna try something different just to change it up a little bit. I'm gonna go into part 2, and I'm gonna put my recovery delay real high, like 6. If it goes to 7, I'll go there. And just see what happens. Hunt it in a different mode that favors low tones versus high tones, and just do this little 20-foot area. When we're done with that, we're gonna go to the other home site, see if we can find it. I've never really been able to tie it down. It'd be kind of fun to find it before the hay gets tall, so here we go. Here's a decent little target. Let's try it over it there. It's kind of a mixed one. Let's just see what it is. This area here has been absolutely pounded. So here's our target. That's probably why it was so iffy. Just a big piece of iron. All right, let's keep looking. And just so you know, my recovery delay is on 7. Here's an 18, a little more solid hit there. There's so much trash in here. I'll turn on the prospecting program and let you just hear with one swipe how bad it is out here. I think there's something in there. I don't know what it is. Listen to that thing. EMI's got it. There's a nail. Still got an 18. Oh, I see it right there. So that squeezed the button out of a mess of nails. I mean, absolute disaster. There's so much stuff in there. I'll turn on prospecting mode and just let you hear it. There's just stuff all over in there. It's a 18, 19. Real small. Thinking probably gonna be another button. Somewhere in there. Whatever it is, it's in here. This dirt ball. Let's take a look and see what this is. Could be anything. Oh, it's a little tiny button. It was real jumpy. Another flat one. Well, there's all kinds of buttons here. Isn't that pretty? Look how much gold's left on there. That's awesome. Huh. It's really cool. All right, let's keep looking. There's all kinds of stuff here still. Changing it just from to park 2 or field 2 and having recovery delay of 7 on. That's pretty deep, you know, 4 or 5 inches or so in between all kinds of targets in there. The one thing I have noticed is that jumping from a recovery delay of 4 to a 7 makes this one totally different machine. Maybe a third button here, let's just see. It's incredible how it's separating stuff and getting in between stuff, and I got an 11-inch coil on. It's in here. It's a spoon, but still, that's a big flat piece of metal laying out here amongst tons of other little pieces of metal, and it picked it up. Lower target ID, maybe around a 15, 16. It's a 15. It's in here. Uh-oh. What do you think that is? Man, I'm so glad I tried this out. That's exactly what that is. General service, 2-piece button. Let me clean it. Would you look at that? It's like perfect. No dent in it at all. The last one I found here had a great big dent down the middle of it, and it's the first one I found here in Ohio. Since then I found other ones, but man, that thing's perfect. Shank, everything. Awesome. I just changed my setup. I know I'm on a 2 setting versus a 1 setting, and I'm just wearing them out. It's been like 20 minutes. And I found a bunch of buttons in a 2-piece general service. So we're just gonna stay right here. I've been right here quite a bit. A lot of hours right in this little tiny 20-foot square, because that's where the front yard, I think it was right here. Most of my good finds have been here. Just like the one we just found right here. The general service button. So let's just keep looking. Give it a little bit more time, and if it dries up, we'll go over there. Here we go. I noticed that the area that the machine's picking up is micro small. Like, see, I'm not getting my target right now, but now I am. And it's just a matter of a softball separation. Incredible. You know, there's stuff all over the place right here. If you can hear my threshold dropping out, it's just everywhere, so. Right there, 16, 17. It's in this plug over here. I know you're probably getting bombarded with wind. That's a square now. That's probably the one I'm hunting. So here's what we found. It's a piece of, thought it was a piece of a spoon, but it's something a little bit different. Let me just clean it, take a look at it. It is a little bit different. It's actually a harmonica reed, but it's made out of, not out of copper, like or brass or whatever them usually the ones are. This one's pewter, I guess. A little cheaper one, I guess. I'm not sure. Maybe an older one. But yeah, I didn't know that was here. So let's keep on looking. It's a little tiny one. Not the right speed. I'm getting 13, 14. See what it is together. For having such a high recovery speed, that's, you know, at least 6, 7 inches deep. And I can see something here. It was reading a 14, so most likely that's a button. Ooh. Actually, that's something cooler than a button, I believe. Did I mention I am glad that I tried this out? Man, what is that? I'm gonna clean this gently because that's awful fancy. All right, here it is. That is by far my favorite find, probably, of 2019.
Love it. Absolutely love this type of stuff. It's jewelry. It had a pin on the back where somebody wore it. There's some holes, so I don't know what that was for. I'll clean it up more when I get to the house. But man, isn't that awesome. I love these things. It's just little stuff like this, real personal. Somebody wore it, cherished it, lost it in the yard, and I'm standing here in 2019 digging it out of a pile of nails. Isn't that awesome? That's the hole that I just dug that out of. And I have you by the metal detector, and I want you to listen to the threshold dropouts for the iron. There's just stuff absolutely everywhere. And I just pulled that out right there. There's another really small one. It's right there, 12 or so. The area I'm picking it up, it doesn't sound all that small on pinpoint, but I don't get it anywhere here but right there. It's in here. That's what we have so far. Dirt ball, something right there. Looks like a blade off a fishing lure, but I'm sure it's not that. It's just a, I don't see a post for a shank unless that's it dead center there, if you can see that. But it's oval, concave. It's pretty neat, a little different. Boy, that thing's tiny. Well, I've been messing with these settings, just trying stuff over here and finding things. It's a lot of fun. I am enjoying it, but I would like to still get over here. So let's dig this one and go over to the other side. It'll help us prepare for in the fall when we come back. There's a target right there. It says 13. Swinging, about the same thing. I think it's in this dirt plug here. Somewhere right around there. Pull it apart and see if we have a button. All right. It's something, but it's just that. All right, let's go to the other field and just check it out, see what we can find. Heading down here by this barn. We've been out here before with the V3i and couldn't use it because of EMI. So we used the Sport for a little bit and found a few things, but ended up giving up. So let's just pull in here, jump the fence. We have about an hour, so we'll get looking, see what happens. Well, this is how the video ends. I came over to this field. Let's head back in here. I looked around for about 45 minutes or so, and all I found was just a few pieces of junk. One was older. It's about right there. 27, only about 4 inches deep or so. I don't have high hopes just because this is such a trashy area. But you never know. What's this? I don't really know what this is though, but it is old copper thing. It's not a flat, a powder flask or anything, but that's pretty old. And then I thought I'd come over and hunt around this barn to see if any farmers dropped any money over the years. And they didn't. So I'll have all my stuff loaded up and I'm gonna head home for the evening. This is a pretty good day. I'll tell you what, I absolutely love this Equinox 800. The thing really does the job. Can't believe how much stuff I found today. I know I've hunted that site before when it was frozen and just dirt covered, and then I've also hunted it when it was snow covered and I found that trime. But like today, but there's all kinds of stuff out there. A large scent laying on top of the ground. I don't know how I missed that. But I guess I'll go home, get dinner going, and until next weekend, take care.